To cost-effectively drill the types of wells we are currently drilling, products like the hydraulically activated variable gauge stabilizer, or VGS, are an integral part of the drilling assembly. The patented variable gauge stabilizer has enabled many operators around the world to dramatically reduce their well construction costs. This technology is extremely fit for purpose and is very reliable and enables precise control of wellbore inclination while rotary drilling progresses. Today, most of the wells drilled utilize a slick bent housing motor to drill the vertical, build, and lateral sections. These assemblies are extremely sensitive to lateral forces applied to them by the formation and also are extremely sensitive to weight on bit and RPM. On a typical directional horizontal well, a significant amount of time is spent slide drilling, which results in a dramatic reduction in ROP. This was the first of 4 wells drilled from the same pad, and you can see the time spent slide drilling. The next 2 wells utilize the VGS in the 12 1/4 inch and 8 1/2 inch hole sections. The VGS has enabled operators to build and drop inclination as desired in order to reduce slide drilling, thus resulting in higher ROP and lower wellbore construction costs. We utilize complex BHA analysis software to assist in the design of the rigidity and length of the downhole motor, drill bit, and VGS so that we can optimize the performance of the BHA and minimize as much as possible the need for slide drilling. The VGS is designed for use as a control stabilizer, and it enables inclination changes as required in order to follow the planned well path. If a large change in inclination or direction is required, the VGS would be run in the retracted position while sliding. The chevron blades on the VGS minimizes hole drag, and the large contact area of the blades dramatically reduces the load per square inch on the blades, which enables easy sliding. Field experience to date indicates that in 6-inch hole applications, the VGS tool can give a total inclination change of about 1/2 to 1.5 degrees per 100 feet or 30 meters. It can provide larger changes in wellbore inclination as the hole size increases. In order to ensure the BHA performs as expected, a detailed analysis needs to be completed on the current BHAs being run in order to model the forces being applied to them. Once this analysis is completed, we can then model the forces in order to configure the BHA to respond as required. Today, due to the ease of orienting the bottom hole assembly, a lot of oversteering is occurring. This same behavior can also occur with the VGS. Field personnel must record all parameters being utilized while drilling, and they also need to vary the parameters so they understand the effect that increasing RPM or changing the weight on bit has on the BHA's performance. By doing this, when critical steering is required, they will know the parameters to use in order to ensure building angle is occurring or dropping angle occurs when required. By constantly updating the model, we are able to more effectively design BHAs that ensure the capability to build and drop angle as required in order to maintain wellbore trajectory. The VGS is typically run with a near bit stabilizer on the mud motor. The dimension of this stabilizer is dependent upon the analysis completed on the forces being applied to the BHA. The diameter of the near bit stabilizers are typically 1/8 of an inch to 3/8 of an inch under gauge depending on the analysis. The bent housing angle of the motor needs to be significantly smaller than a slick bent housing motor due to the change in the contact point, which is just ahead of the bent housing. When a near bit stabilizer is added, the contact point becomes the near bit stabilizer, which is much closer to the bit, and this contact point results in the motor moving to the center of the borehole rather than the bend contacting the wellbore. Arrival Oil Tool is not only ensuring a way to optimize your drilling costs and provide the most advanced technology, it's providing innovative engineering and downhole excellence.